This is Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motor news and features TV and online magazine. I am Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa. Here are this week's features to watch out for. On Motoring Forum, we shall discuss the significance and effect of the construction of the third Candaba Viaduct. Our road safety reminder on the Young Street Smarts portion centers on what to do when one encounters a double solid yellow line. Strictly no overtaking. This week's Buying to Pair shall be about the illegal practice of most PUV drivers of overloading passengers. Showcase this week shall have the premium compact sedan from BMW, the 318i Sport. While for race weekend, we shall have the highlights of the 2023 Rally Sprint PH Round 2.
All these plus the latest news in transportation and traffic management, as well as developments in the automotive industry, are on this week's episode of Motoring Today. Join us.
Life comes at you fast. If you're brave enough, drive right back at it. Brave the big city or the great outdoors. Brave the carpool or the extra cargo. Brave the unexpected with Honda Sensing. Brave the long road with fuel efficiency to reach your destination. The all-new Honda BRV. Brave the next level.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Here now are the latest news and developments in the country's transportation and traffic management. Cities and towns nationwide are being urged to promote the use of bikes and other forms of active transport by constructing networks of bike lanes. The Department of Interior and Local Government is continuing to promote the use of active transport. DLG Secretary Benjamin Benher Abalos Jr. is urging cities and municipalities nationwide to establish protected bike lanes to help ease traffic congestion and promote sustainable mobility. Abalos said the LGUs can emulate best practices of cities that have successfully established bike lanes such as Iloilo City, Quezon City, and Mandaue City. The three cities were recipients of awards handed out during National Bike Day, knowledge-sharing webinar organized by the Interagency Technical Working Group on Active Transport led by the Department of Transportation. The webinar shared government plans, programs, and ongoing projects for the continuous expansion of active transport networks in the country. Abalos vowed to work closely with other members of the IATF-TWG to ensure that ongoing active transport projects led by the DOTR are replicated in other provinces, cities, and municipalities. Observers note that integrating protected bike lanes and the use of active transport into road networks could be implemented readily in smaller cities and towns. Meanwhile, commuters won't be inconvenienced too much by the temporary closure of some PNR stations. The LTFRB is coming to their rescue. The Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board will allow buses and jeepneys to serve commuters affected by the temporary closure of several Philippine National Railway stations. The PNR earlier announced plans to suspend certain commuter rail services and stations to make way for the construction of the North-South Commuter Railway project. In a memorandum circular, the LTFRB said 3 bus and jeepney routes will be opened: FTI Divisoria via East Service Road Alabang Star Mall, Divisoria via the South Luzon Expressway or SLEX, and Malabon Divisoria. The LTFRB memo said a total of 30 public utility bus units will ply the FTI Divisoria route 25 PUVs for Alabang Star Mall and Divisoria route, and 5 modern jeepneys for Malabon to Divisoria route. The LTFRB is now undertaking what it calls the qualifying process for those wishing to service the newly opened routes. The LTFRB added that the number of units in these routes may change depending on passenger demand. Those qualified will operate under special permits, renewable annually until the NSCR is fully operational. The LTFRB should be commended for proactively providing for the transport needs of commuters who will be affected by the suspension of certain PNR services and the closure of select stations. Continuing, there is a silver lining to the dark cloud of higher LRT fares. Government won't be subsidizing fares as much. Regular riders of the LRT1 and the LRT2 can expect to pay more to get on the trains by August of this year. The Department of Transportation has announced fare increases for the LRT1 and LRT2. Expected to take effect in August, the minimum boarding fare on both lines will increase to 13.29 pesos from 11 pesos. Also raised from 1 peso to 1.21 pesos is the per kilometer traveled rate. Raising fares on the light rail transits will mean the government will spend less on subsidizing their operation, according to DOTR Assistant Secretary for Railways Sector, Georgette Aquino. Citing the LRT2 as an example, Aquino said the actual cost per passenger of a single end-to-end trip on the LRT2 is around 178 pesos, while riders are only charged 30 pesos. Government subsidizes the 48 peso difference between the actual cost and the fare charge. With the increase in fare to 35 pesos, the government will only be subsidizing 45 pesos per passenger, a decrease of around 3%. Aquino added that the DOTR expects the fare adjustment at the LRT1 and LRT2 will result in a more comfortable, accessible, safe, and sustainable service in the rail lines. It should be noted that the national government has been subsidizing the light rail transit systems for years. Taxpayers have been paying for subsidized rides even if they don't actually take the train themselves. Some ask, is this fair? And finally, LTO7 now has a new man at its helm, and he has big shoes to fill, so to speak. Department of Transportation Secretary Jaime Bautista has appointed Glenn Galario as the new officer in charge of the Land Transportation Office for Central Visayas, or LTO7. According to a Philippine news agency report, Galario previously served as LTO7 Assistant Regional Director and replaces outgoing LTO7 Regional Director Victor Emmanuel Caindec. In 5 years under Caindec, LTO7 doubled the number of offices and licensing centers in the region from 18 to 36. The LTO7 now has offices and licensing centers in Camotes and Bantayan Islands and the towns of Dalagit, Balamban, Ronda, and La Libertad in Negros Oriental. Under Caindec's leadership, LTO7 has also established a free theoretical driving course scholarship program that has so far produced 20,000 graduates in the region. Here's wishing the new LTO7 OIC luck and following the footsteps of the man he replaces. And those are the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. Construction of the third Candaba Viaduct has begun. Motoring Forum discusses what this means for motorists and the general public while construction is going on and when finally completed. The Candaba Viaduct has been serving motorists for more than 5 decades now. Construction of the part heading north was started in 1974 and completed in 1977. The part heading south was designed and constructed between 1977 and 1985. The Candaba Viaduct has served as a vital link between Metro Manila and provinces in central and northern Luzon, serving motorists, shippers, and traders in business. For close to half a century, the Candaba Viaduct has withstood strong typhoons, floods, earthquakes, and other challenging external forces. But after 50 years in the wear and tear from thousands of cars of all kinds and sizes, as well as cargo trucks and haulers, the Candaba Viaduct is showing its age. The North Luzon Expressway was granted the concession to operate and maintain the expressway in 1998, and in 2005, it began a program to rehabilitate and improve the viaduct. However, the Candaba Viaduct needs more than a rehab. It also needs to be expanded to increase its capacity to accommodate the rise in the number of vehicles using it. During the ceremonial groundbreaking signaling the start of the construction of the new 5-kilometer Candaba 3rd Viaduct between Pampanga and Bulacan, NLEX Corp was present.
Since the opening of the rehabilitated NLEX in 2005, we have continuously upgraded the bridge not only to maintain but also to improve its serviceability. So hanggang ngayon po, hindi pa rin tayo tumitigil sa pag-improve ng Candaba Viaduct. Sa katunayan, ngayong araw nga po ay opisyal na nating sisimulan ang isang malaking proyekto ukol dito, the construction of the 3rd Viaduct project. And it gives me great pride knowing that with this project, we will be able to contribute to better mobility and movement in this part of the country.
Also there during the ceremonial groundbreaking was Metro Pacific Tollways Corporation President Rogelio L. Singson, who detailed why a 3rd viaduct is necessary and some of the construction plans. NLEX Corporation is a subsidiary of the Metro Pacific Tollways Corporation.
Kasi itong southbound, yung nakikita nyo sa kanan natin, no? Ang mga dumadaan dyan, puro full load. No? Eh napaka-luma na nito, sabi nga nila, almost 50 years na. More than its useful life. No? So, retoke na lang ang ginagawa dyan. Now, what's going to happen is we need to put additional viaducts sa gitna. So, easily additional 30 if not 50%. Kasi pwede ka nang mag-additional zipper lane. So, kasi ngayon, pag nag-zipper lane ka dyan, alanganin. No? So, what's important is for us to be able to complete the 3rd viaduct sa gitna para maayos na namin ang gusto yan. Yung northbound. Kung makikita nyo, nandyan lahat yung loaded trucks compared to dito sa kabila, no, na hindi masyadong full load dahil wala na, basyo na yung truck na bumabalik. Yung papuntang Manila, yan ang punong-puno.
Motorists have experienced traffic congestion between periods when parts of the Candaba Viaduct are being rehabilitated. Will the construction of the 3rd viaduct affect traffic flow in that part of the NLEX?
We would like to assure you that during construction, we will not be sacrificing the travel comfort of the public, as majority of the construction works will not affect the current operations and traffic flow or management of the two existing viaducts. Construction of the 3rd structure will be implemented as a central infill. Ibig pong sabihin, dito po sa gitna gagawin.
The 3rd viaduct is targeted for completion by November 2024 at the cost of 7.89 billion pesos. With wider lanes and shoulders, the capacity of the Candaba Viaduct will not only increase, but will also improve safety and convenience of motorists, while also aiding in the acceleration and growth of trade and commerce in Central Luzon.
Part of the benefits of the new bridge is the expansion of the capacity because it will feature additional lanes and provide appropriate inner and outer shoulders in both directions. Once completed, we expect the average speed for those traversing the viaduct, it will increase from 60 to 80 kph from the current 40 to 60 kph.
NLEX assures the public that the Candaba 3rd viaduct will be built using green and sustainable engineering practices and will be compliant with the country's latest bridge design requirements.
It would interest you to know that integrating sustainability in the various aspects of our operations is also part of our vision. That is the reason why we always prioritize the protection and preservation of the environment in the things that we do. To achieve this, the 3rd viaduct will be built using sustainable engineering design along with more efficient methods of construction.
Also at the ceremonial groundbreaking was House Speaker Ferdinand Martin Romualdez, who said that the project will not only enhance the efficiency of the transportation network, but will also contribute to the overall socio-economic development of the region. Romualdez also said that the upgraded Candaba Viaduct will create jobs, attract investments, and stimulate economic growth. Motorists should pray the continuing rehabilitation of the existing viaduct and the construction of the third viaduct won't unduly inconvenience them while traversing the NLEX. That's our Motoring Forum this week, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.
At the core of Toyota Gazoo racing lies Motorsports DNA. Combine that with the Philippines' best-selling sedan, you get the Vios GRS. Its black accent details and aero kit upgrade capture the feel and excitement on the track, and the 10-speed CVT that exudes the TGR competitive spirit. On the road or on the track, always be ready for a heart-racing, exhilarating ride. The Vios GRS. Bring on the thrill.
You're back with us here on Motoring Today, and we now have this week's important motoring tips, starting off with some road safety reminders from Toyota Motor Philippines. As seen on the animation, you should always keep right while plying on roads with double solid yellow lines or else maaari kang maaksidente. Kadalasang makikita ang double solid yellow line sa mga tulay at mga blind curves. If you are on a double solid yellow line, huwag mag-overtake or mag-counterflow. Stay on your lane to ensure safety. Continuing with this week's edition of Motoring Today, let's now focus on proper driver's demeanor, especially for those driving PUVs. Here's Paying Chuper this week.
Payo Chuper lang kaibigan, ako si Alejandro Luico, isang kapwa niyo Chuper. Huwag nang ipilit magsakay ng pasahero kung hindi nakasya.
Ang bawat pampasadang sasakyan ay mayroong tinatawag na passenger limit o bilang ng mga pasahero na magkakasya. Kapag puno na, iwasang magtawag pa ng ilan at ipagsiksikan. Tandaan din na bawal maglagay ng ekstra bangko sa gitna ng pampasadang sasakyan.
Palaging isipin na mahalaga rin na komportable ang ating mga pasahero. Ito po si Alejandro Luico, Payong Chuper lang, kaibigan mula sa inyong kapwa niyo Chuper.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. World of Motorsports is next.
In motorsports news, the Philippine Autocross Championship Series made a triumphant return to Mindanao with the holding of the first Southern Round of 2023 at the Robinsons Place in Iligan City, Lanao del Norte. The event drew scores of racers and motorsports enthusiasts to a day of exciting autocross action at the Robinsons Place parking lot. Kobe Pizarro topped the overall class with a time of 1 minute 6.5 seconds, which he recorded in the Experience Modified A class. Coming in second overall was Hanstin Abdullah with a time of 1 minute 7.6 seconds, which he recorded while topping the front-wheel drive A class. Mark Bernales was third quickest in the overall with a time of 1 minute 8.6 seconds driving in the all-Honda A class. Bernales was also quickest in the open class, followed by Kobe Pizarro in second and Ken Lignes in third. In the DBS class, named in honor of PAC's founder Danny Santiago, it was Kobe Pizarro on top of the timesheets, Nonny Lim was second, and Joma Concepcion third. Xiao BG Barandia ruled the ladies' A class, followed by Nicole Dormab, with Noemi De Maporo in third. Hansin Abdullah was quickest among all novices, with Alex Pinto in second and Joma Concepcion in third.
More on the world of motorsports here on Motoring Today, as we now give you Race Weekend. The 2023 Rally Sprint Series continues to rally support for the revival and growth of the sport of rallying, with round 2 back on the three-line asphalt and gravel road of the former Naval Magazine grounds at the Subic Bay Freeport Zone. This race weekend has the highlights of that event.
We're basically part of the safety team. So the zero car will be the first car inside the stage once they close it. So our job primarily is to check the stage if there's no obstructions, if it's clear. And also we're taking notes that the marshals are in place. So it's basically just looking out for the safety of the road conditions.
I'm still navigating.
So it's basically making sure we don't get lost inside.
Nag-start ako mag-rally, late 1980s pa yun. Ano pa ako noon, rookie, talagang first timer. Tapos after so many years, yung huling rally ko during that time was the year 2000. Tapos nakabalik ako sa rallying uli last year lang, dito sa rally sprint na event. Yung first leg, enjoy naman ako during the daytime. Medyo may konting mga mali lang yung night run, but so far okay naman siya overall. Ini-expect ko ngayon doon sa daytime run natin, makuha ko yung same rhythm ko last time, ma-improve ko yung night drive ko.
I'm Mario Mamon, a retired and trying hard driver of Zero Car, the Toyota GR Yaris, and my co-driver.
I'm Robbie Hermoso. I used to co-drive and drive as well. Our role now is to make sure that the course is clear for the competitors coming.
Well, even though we're not part of the competition, our roles, as Robbie said, is very important because we're the last car before the first competitor, and the stage has to be clean of any debris or any other traffic so that it will be safe for the rest of the competitors to run.
Nabuhayan ulit, nag-enjoy, parang just like the good old days, pero hindi na kasing bilis nung dating, yung mga nung era namin na no 80s. Nung last time, nung round 1, nag-first kami sa class namin, RS3. So medyo enjoy pa rin kami.
Round 4 of this year's Rally Sprint Series is scheduled for August 5. Wherever that round may be, Race Weekend expects to be there, covering those highlights and highlights. And that's this world of motorsports. We'll be back after this short break.
Isuzu DMax.
I'm a revolution.
Into new heights.
Our Car of the Week is next on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. This showcase takes a close look at the BMW 318i Sport, one of the most sought-out variants of the BMW 3 Series.
BMW Philippines promised local auto enthusiasts an exciting 2023. The year's surely turning into an exciting one for Beamer lovers. Among the exciting additions to the local BMW lineup is the latest refresh of the BMW 3 Series. This is the BMW 318i Sport. BMW considers the 3 Series as the core of the brand, setting the global benchmark for driving pleasure in the premium compact sedan segment. The BMW 318i Sport arrived looking all sleek and lean with a muscular stance in a frame that is 4,709mm long, 1,827mm wide, and 1,435mm tall, with a 2,850mm long wheelbase. There's a lot to like in the refreshed 3 Series, including the redesigned kidney grille with the double bars, the slimmer full LED headlamps with involved L-shaped daylight running lights, black and glossy air intakes in front that also serve to cool the brakes, which tell that the BMW 318i is all about performance. Some lighting elements are carried over in the rear that looks both sophisticated and sporty, with the flared wheel arches and the diffuser that houses that twin tailpipe finishers that measure 100mm in diameter. The BMW 3 Series features an interior that serves to make driving the sports sedan pleasurable and just riding in it comfortable. This is all the more enhanced in the refreshed BMW 318i Sport with the BMW curved display and the latest iDrive operating system 8. The driver and front passenger seats can be slid forwards and backwards, angled and adjusted for height. The backrest reclines and the headrest also adjusts for height. All to provide the best possible preferred driving position, helped along by a sport leather steering wheel with thick rims and contoured thumb rest for pleasant, high-grip feel. What BMW calls the Live Cockpit Plus comes with a 12.3-inch information display behind the steering wheel and 14.9-inch infotainment touchscreen display in the center right above the vents and controls for the 3-zone automatic air conditioning system. Infotainment comes with smart connectivity, including Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Bluetooth, and USB and aux portals. The touchscreen display works with BMW Intelligent Voice Assistant to allow fewer buttons and controls on the dash. The new BMW 318i Sport is also fitted with the BMW Maps navigation system. Voice commands can also be used to adjust the air conditioning system. The gear selector lever for the 8-speed Steptronic transmission is easily within reach on the center console, along with the start-stop button, iDrive controller, driving experience control buttons, including those for the electronic parking brake and other vehicle functions. Other standard comfort and convenience features in the BMW 318i include power windows, speed sensing power door locks, keyless entry. The new BMW 318i Sport arrived with 4-cylinder gasoline engine with an upgraded turbocharger system to optimize power delivery, maximizing at 156 horsepower and 250 Nm of torque. All that power and torque are smoothly transmitted to the rear wheels via an 8-speed automatic transmission with Steptronic, giving drivers some control over gear shifts. BMW has equipped the 3 Series a host of automated driving and parking systems that include cruise control with brake function, manual speed limit assist, dynamic stability control, dynamic traction control, and parking assistant with a reversing assist camera. Other safety and security features in the BMW 318i include driver and front passenger airbags, side airbags, curtain airbags, auto brake system, anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution, ISOFIX child restraint system, immobilizer, and security alarm. The new BMW 318i Sport also comes with a 5-year comprehensive BMW warranty.
With a 3,790,000 peso price tag, the BMW 318i Sport can still be called a value for money Beamer. But then again, who counts pesos when it comes to purchasing BMWs in the country? That's our featured vehicle in this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
What do we go for? We go for experience. go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the Toyota Wego.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry takes center stage.
Isuzu invited members of the motoring media to a group test drive to showcase advanced features of the refreshed DMax and UX. The test drive included a road trip through regular traffic from Pampanga to Tarlac, then to Zambales, and runs through specially designed on-pavement and off-road courses to experience the advanced safety and driver assist features and 4x4 capabilities of the new DMax and UX.
We are here right now at the new community in Tarlac to put the test Isuzu's Advanced Driver Assist System, or the ADAS. Our media and the influencer group will be driving the new Isuzu DMax and the Isuzu MU-X in a controlled facility, highlighting features like the forward collision warning, autonomous emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, and blind spot monitoring, which are features that are relevant to daily drive of Filipino families, ensuring the safety of their occupants and the people around them.
The Isuzu Advanced Driver Assist System, or ADAS, is different from its competitors as it uses the Smart Duo Cam technology. While other brands are using mono camera, we offer not just one, but two 3D cameras that are constantly mapping the surrounding area, measuring the distance of the vehicle to every obstacle on the road. It's like using a binocular compared to a telescope, giving you a wider depth of field, which is why these models are rated 5-star in the ASEAN NCAP testing.
The enhanced 4x4 capabilities of the Isuzu DMax and MU-X allowed participants to drive over the rocky bed of the Sacobia River with its volcanic ash, muddy water, and debris.
Aside from the safety features, this media drive will also highlight the 4x4 capabilities of these new models. Isuzu has always been known for its durability and reliability, and with this latest edition, we even improve it with better underbody protection, better handling, and suspension. In addition to that, both models have one-piece aluminum drive shaft for efficient power distribution and an onboard clinometer for the hardcore 4x4 enthusiasts, which are first in its class.
Isuzu expects the advanced features of the DMax and the MU-X to make them even more attractive to buyers looking for reliable and comfortable family vehicles that can also be used for fun road trips and adventures.
Going on weekend adventure or short-time drive like this is the kind of lifestyle that Isuzu wants to promote with these new models. We have upgraded its looks to a new premium styling while keeping its core value of Isuzu durability and fuel efficiency, and now it's 5-star safety. We think it's a total package that the family can really enjoy for a very long time.
The AutoNation Group, official distributor of Mercedes-Benz vehicles in the Philippines, has rolled out the Mercedes-Benz GLC 200 4MATIC. The new GLC arrived looking bigger, sleeker, and sportier with a 4MATIC all-wheel drive system, promising an unparalleled driving experience blending power and efficiency.
Well, the new GLC, as I said, is the third generation and one of the most top-selling cars in the Mercedes-Benz product portfolio. We want to continue that success here in the Philippines also, as well as we have that experience on having a good sales globally. And to add to that, we have a lot of good features on the GLC, wherein you have the advanced connectivity. It comes with an electrified technology right now, so it comes with a mild hybrid engine. And in terms of design and size, it got bigger and it had a lot of new features.
The Mercedes GLC 200 4MATIC comes with a 1,999cc inline-4 mild hybrid engine that generates 204 horsepower and 320 Nm of torque. It's priced at 5.19 million pesos. Hyundai Motor Philippines is now accepting reservations for the Hyundai Ioniq 6 GLS long range at 5 of its dealerships accredited to distribute the brand's full electric vehicles, including the Ioniq 5. This much-awaited development was revealed during the Hyundai Mobility Experience event held at the Mega Mall to celebrate the first anniversary of Hyundai Motor Philippines. The 3-day event featured a block screening of the movie Spider-Man Across the Universe, as well as displays of a full local lineup of the brand's vehicles, including the Ioniq 5 and Ioniq 6.
Our main highlight for today's event is actually the Ioniq 6 GLS two-wheel drive long range. So today we'll also be announcing its official price, which is 3,798,000.
Hyundai is offering great incentives to owning the Ioniq 6, a recipient of the Car of the Year award, as well as recognition for Best Design and Best Electric Vehicle in reputable global institutions.
It comes with a 5-year, 200,000 kilometer, whichever comes first, and also 160,000 kilometer warranty for the battery. And it also comes with a 5-year free maintenance services, and it also comes with a free charger.
Aside from displaying the full local lineup of Hyundai in the local market, the event offered test drives, freebies for those who come and put in reservations for the Creta, Santa Fe, Stargazer, or Tucson. The Hyundai Mobility Experience also showcased the vehicle-to-load function of the Ioniq 5, powering up the on-site ice cream bar and lounge.
And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, don't forget to check us out on social media.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now on its 37th year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. On behalf of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa. Happy motoring!
motoring.